Okay. I'm going to try to keep it brief because I want to sleep soon, or at least kind of review some, or preview chemistry materials for tomorrow. But my day was, yeah, it was a day. Not too good, not too bad, I think. Although I just kind of gonna learn a funny thing, but well, I woke up at like 9, and then I ate breakfast, and I kind of just like wasn't doing anything until I went to shop at 12:30, or I actually left a little before that just to like figure some shit out, because we had our design review today. I guess I haven't mentioned that, but our project from the last semester and this one, they're like design reviews you have to hold for like the actual projects that whatchamacallit, it's so that like people can, or like more experienced people can like review like your work and like see if things make sense or what can be improved upon. And well, we had that at like 2:00, but we went to shop at like 12:30 just to like try to get work done on like our new project. And so we figured out a lot more stuff with our projects, which I won't dive into the details, but at least I'm kind of feeling like I'm getting like a better understanding of just like how things work in general. Although I definitely need to put a lot more work in, because where I'm at now is not enough, not nearly enough. Especially if I want to like help the recruits and like their experience as recruits, I guess. But you know, it is what it is. And then I guess I just kept, we just like helped them, and we try to find like new parts, blah blah blah. And then we actually had our design review. We had to wait a little bit because the leads weren't coming, or they went to Chipotle, but there's like a long ass line, so there was a little like delay. But it was like whatever. I was thinking about staying for the BMS Master Design Review because that probably would have helped me get a better understanding of everything overall. But I still had like other stuff to do, so I really couldn't afford to do that. But let's see. Yeah, but then after shop and the design review, I guess we were walking back, and like one of the new recruits, Jimin, was walking back with us because he's roommates with one of our members, or one of our teammates, and we were just talking about like what Will and I talked about on Thursday about like the recruitment process, and we asked him how his experience was. It was just like, oh well, my only thing is that the project doesn't really feel like a recruit project. It's just like, oh, here's a project that has been worked on over the past like 4 years. Here you go. Instead of like an actual like project for a recruit. Instead it's just like a recruit that a project, or it's a project that a recruit just does. So that's definitely not ideal. But let's see. Well, that was valuable information. But then after that, I ate. I thought Panda Express was closed, but apparently it is open on Sundays. I just didn't like see that it was open because I went to my student center and I kind of to like eat Panda Express, hoping it was open, but I didn't see it open. I saw like what's Chick-fil-A next to it was closed. So I was like, oh, Panda Express was probably closed as well, but it was not. I was like, damn, I should just eat there. But whatever. I watched Black Clover, and Black Clover, holy shit, the episodes were actually crazy. Although I went back to mid-animation, I'm kind of disappointed. But you know, it was good while it lasted. So at least they ramped it up for that. I feel like it actually was kind of hard to follow though. Honestly, it was like the best animation, like episode 60 for anyone else who like even knows what the fuck is going on in Black Clover. But it was like amazing animation, but like the action sequence was kind of really hard to follow. There was a lot of like the environment there was no effort put into the environment whatsoever, and it kind of just made it like really hard to piece together. I don't know. The fight could have been probably like directed better, but it is what it is. It was like I was like hyped for it at least. Not like insanely like chills. Like honestly, I was more hyped during like the underwater temple, but you know, it is what it is. But then after that, I worked on Sally's Letter of Rec, and I'm like halfway through that, so I should be done actually later this week. But then I was just trying to be productive. Writing Sally's Peer Rec, and then doing chemistry stuff, pre-lab, and then like the mini review quiz stuff. That took me a minute, honestly. But it was just like, I don't know, general work day. And then we had plans to do the 2026 homework, which is signal processing. And I went there early. So Will and I were there first, and we were just working on it. And then Mindy showed up, like, in 40 minutes, like, after we showed up. And the funny thing I mentioned at the start of this video was that, like, it's a stupid fucking inside joke. Like, you know, like, the fucking, double it or not, or, like, would you rather take this money or double it and give it to the next person? Like, obviously everybody knows that shit. But, in terms of, like, signal processing, identifying, like, frequencies and stuff, or, like, identifying frequencies and just, or does like fit into like the, like, and that could be like a possible answer is like, oh, do we just double it? And like I made that joke like last week for last week's homework, and it was like funny then. And I made it again. I was like, my first instinct was double it and give it to the next person. And then Will and I were literally, I don't know about Will, but I was literally crying laughing, just like at the fucking table, like holy shit. Mindy didn't get it at all, but I was literally like, I literally could not stop like laughing. It was the funniest shit ever. I could barely stop myself after like a minute, but no, it was just so stupid. But no, that was really funny. Highlight of my day, honestly. But then we were like, it was honestly kind of like, I don't know, I was kind of confused during a lot of it. I think I had to read the textbook and then like watch the lecture videos. But I think I can get it. I just need to like actually like put work into like understanding why, and then also seeing the homework solutions and going to the office hours tomorrow. And then Jade showed up at like 9, and then we just went through the last problem with her, and then we kind of just like stopped after that. And then we were all walking back, and then we kind of like split up, not to look for clues, but just because we were going just different directions. I was walking back with Jade, and then I was like saying like, oh, I just need to grab my scooter. And then I asked her like, "Oh, you're going to Nav?" And then she was like, "Yeah." And then she said goodbye. And like I could have told her like, "Oh, I'm also going to Nav. I'm just grabbing my scooter," but like I've been doing this thing where like my instinct to do something is like I know what to do, but I don't do it. It's like when I play fucking ranked Siege. I know what I should be doing to catch the dub or like shit on this guy. But I don't do it, and I sell. And I feel like that's kind of what happened. Like, because I kind of want to, like, you know, talk to the new recruit. Not because she's a girl. Just socialize with the new recruit. And it's like, you know. Because she wasn't able to go Sunday. Or, well, that was today. But, you know, she wasn't able to, like, I don't know, be part of it. Like, being able to, like, fill her in, like, what happened in shop. And, like, what happened. And then just, I'm just, like, making small talk and just, like, you know, forming a bond with the new recruit, you know, forming the connection like I mentioned, like that the recruit onboarding process does not account for in terms of like making a meaningful connection to the club. So it's like hopefully the fucking like doing the homework together did something. They're like, oh, these people are, you know, at least like maybe at least we're like friends, right? But you know, I don't know. Could be worse. I was like contemplating whether or not like after I got my scooter, like I don't know if I should like ride up to her and then like, but I didn't know if that would be weird or like that would make her uncomfortable because you already said goodbye. I don't know if that's like weird, like, oh, once you say goodbye and then just like, I don't know. pulling back up because we're going the same place. But it was like also like kind of a miscommunication or like lack of communication on my part because I just like didn't tell like, oh, I'm also going to Nav. I also don't know if it would have been weird to like say like, oh, I didn't want to walk you, I'll let you walk alone. Not to be weird or like, you know, it's that there were like a couple girls at Solo Racing that asked us like a few weeks ago if they could walk home with us because they felt uncomfortable walking home alone, like just girls. I was like, oh yeah. Or like we were like, yeah, that makes sense, just yeah, okay, whatever, you can walk with us, it's no big deal. And then I don't know if I should like carry that attitude or like, because at least I'm kind of like, well, if they don't ask me to, I guess, but I don't know if I should offer as just like someone let me know. I don't know if like what is like, I don't like, you know, be weird or like make anyone uncomfortable by like, oh, do you want me to walk you home or I don't know, walk with you to, not home, like, you know what I mean, like, I just want to be like as accommodating in general as possible, not just to like put that out, not just because they're like, not just because it's a girl. It's like the same thing, like I've mentioned this before, like I just like if I'm in a position where I can do something to help other people or like make other people feel more comfortable, then I would like to do that, like just recruits in general, like Jimin. If I can do anything to make him feel like as like comfortable as possible in like the club and like being a new recruit, like the fact that like I can't give him the guidance like he might need, I want to at least do like anything in my power I can so that it doesn't feel like I did during like YJSP, like my freshman year, because that was a terrible recruitment experience. But like I don't know. Oh, I guess I should also mention I applied for housing on Friday when it opened up on Monday. I thought it'd be fine, but I'm 54th on the wait list. And so I kind of look back and I'm like, damn, I should have just applied Monday because it literally took like 2 seconds. I don't know. I'm kind of a dumbass for that because now I might have to go off campus for housing. But maybe I can ask Jade about that. You know, it's $980 a month where she lives. Maybe I could have asked her about that, honestly. That probably would have been a smart thing to do. But the place she is sleeping in also has bed bugs. So she's that's a little unfortunate. But, you know, it is what it is. $980 a month. I don't want to pay more than I'm paying now. But, you know, you reap what you sow. So that's a mistake on my end. I kind of underestimated. That's my fault. My dad always tells me, like, oh, never do anything last minute. You know, he's right. But I never listen. So I reap what I sow. It is what it is. And then I guess after I scooted back home, then, I don't know. I showered, and now I'm about to go to sleep, and then, I don't know, what time is it? It's 11:08. Maybe quickly look at chemistry and try to sleep, because I don't want to, like, stay up past 12, ideally. But, you know, that was my day. Not bad, not good. There were ups and downs, pros and cons, you know. They balance each other out. I don't want to say neutral, because neutral is like, oh, nothing happened. None double night. You know, good things happen, bad things happen. Bad in terms of just like me not figuring out how to socialize or just like what to do, because my brain just panics. But it is what it is. At least I'm definitely like being myself more and just like naturally, you know. I'm learning. Rapid growth. That's all me, baby. Surpass your limits, as Yami Donsho would say. You know, words of a... Okay, that was cringe. But, you know, whatever. Hope your weekend was good. I don't know when you're. But this is where we can post Monday morning or something. But sayonara.